Assalamualaikum. We are from Group 6, which consists of my name is Suryana Andreyawan and
Andrian Prayoga
Devita Setya Putri
and
Ilham Fauzi
and
Revivo Rahman.
we will present the result of our group discussion. Point 8. Problem at work. A. Health and safety. Here are some health and safety issues for people at work. A. Temperature. B. Passive smoking. C. Repetitive strain injury or RSE. D. Dangerous machinery. E. Hazardous substance. F. Fire hazard. All these things contribute to a bad working environment. The government sends officials called health and safety inspector to make sure that factories and offices are safe places to work. They check what companies are doing about things like G. Heating and air conditioning. H. First aid. E. Fire precaution. Point B. Bullying and harassment. If someone, such as a manager, bullies an employees, they use Point B. Bullying and harassment. If someone, such as a manager, bullies an employee, they use their position of power to hurt or threaten them. For example, verbally. Someone who does this is a bully. Sexual harassment is when an employee behaves sexually toward another in a way that they find unwelcome and unacceptable. The related verb is harass. Point C. Discrimination. If people are treated differently from others in an unfair way, they are discrimination against. If a woman is unfairly treated just because she is a woman, she is victim of sex discrimination. In many organizations, women complain about the glass ceiling that allow them to get to a particular level but no further. If someone is treated unfairly because of their race, they are a victim of racial discrimination of racism. Offensive remark about someone's race are racist and the person making them is a racist. In the US, affirmative action is when help is given in education and employment to groups who were previously discriminated against. In Britain, affirmative action is known as equal opportunity. Some companies have a dignity at work policy covering all. Some companies have a dignity at work policy covering all the issues described in B and C.
8.1 Match the employers complaint 1 to 6 to the health and safety issues A to F in a opposite. 1. My doctor says there's something wrong with my lungs, but I've never smoked. Answer is B. Passive smoking. 2. I do a lot of that entry and I've started getting really bad pain in my wrists. Answer is C. Repetitive strain injury or RSI. 3. It's either too cold and we freeze or too hot and we all fall asleep. 3. Answer A. Temperature. 4. There's all this was paper but there are no fire extinguishers in the building. Answer is F. Fire hazard. 5. The container are leaking. One day something's is going to get a sideburns? Answer is E. Hazardous substances. 6. There are no safety words on the machines. You could easily get your hand caught. Answer is D. Dangerous machinery. 8.2. Complete there's headlines and articles with the correctly from of word from B and C opposite. One expression is used twice. 1. Office manager accused of adverse bullying. A court heard today how an office worker was almost driven to suicide by a bullying office manager. James Blake King Shop 27 told how boss Nigel victimized him by shooting at him, criticizing his work in front of others, tearing up his work and telling him to do it again. 2. National restaurant chain faces sexual harassment claims. 4. Waitresses claim they were repeatedly harassed by male bosses in a branch of a well-known national restaurant chain. All 4 waitress said they were subject to sexist remarks at the restaurant. 3. Japanese woman break through glass ceiling. Naomi Tanaka, 23, last year started working on the Tokyo Stock Exchange as a trader. She complained about sex discrimination and said she did not want to be a counter lady answering phones and serving tea at a Japanese bank. Instead, she got a job as a trader at Paribas, a French firm. Number 4, shop managers in racial discrimination case. A clothing shop helps burnish managers. 24 years old Marion Brown against her boss continually made racist remarks and sicked her from her 110 a week job. When she objected, she claims that the company that owned the shop has racially discriminated against her. Affirmative action abolished at Texas Law School. A court made affirmative action at the University of Texas Law School illegal last year, and supporters of affirmative action say it has been a disaster. Last year, the law school admitted a class that was 5'9" per can black and 6'3" per can Hispanic. This year, the black percentage stand at 0.7 and the Hispanic 2.3. Next.
40. Wrongdoing and corruption. Point A. Wrongdoing. Paradiso Financial Service Regulatory Authority. We regulate financial service. Our job is to prevent financial wrongdoing and punish the wrongdoers. Insiders dealing or insiders trading. Someone buys or sells security using information that is not publicly available. Chinese walls are measures that you can take to stop knowledge in one department of your company being illegally used by another department to buy or sell shares. For example, price fixing. A group of company in the same market. A group of company in the same market secretly agree to fix price at a certain level, so they do not have to compete with each other. Market ranking. A group of investors work together to stop a financial market function as it should to gain an advantage for themselves. Point B. Bribery and corruption. An illegal payment to persuade someone to do something is a bribe, or informally a backhander, free only, kickback or sweetener. To bribe someone is bribery. Someone who receives bribes is corrupt and involved in corruption. This is informally known as lease, especially in politics. Point C.
Santuy bae, mau dipotong.
Point C. Fraud and embezzlement. I'm Sam Wu. I've been a fraud squad detective for 20 years and I've seen a lot. Once, a gang counterfeited millions of banknotes in a garage. We found used $10 million in counterfeit notes. They were very good quality. Counterfeiting or forgery of banknotes was a problem, but now all the forgers are in jail. Faking luxury goods like Rolex watch was also a problem, but we're working hard to close workshops where fakes are made. There have been bad cases of fraud where someone offers to lend money but demands that the borrower pays a fee before they get the loan. People can be stupid. And there's embezzlement, a type of a fraud where someone illegally gets money from their employer. One accountant sent false invoice to the company he works for and paid money from his company into bank accounts of false companies he had created. He embezzled as 2 million. Quit a scam. There used to be a lot of fractors demanding protection money from business if they didn't pay. Their business were burned. Their business were burned down. Money laundering, hiding the illegal origin of money, is common. Gangsters buy property with money from drugs. When they sell the property, the money becomes legal. But banks now help by telling you when someone makes a large cash deposit. Next.
40.1. Answer the question using expression from E and B opposite. Number 1. Two ferry companies with ferries on the same road secretly meet in order to decide on price they will charge next summer. What are the equality of price fixing? Number 2. A company that wants to keep its share price high make secret payment to investor who buy its shares. What are the company and the investor equality of market shrinking? Number 3. A rich businessman lends 1 million to a politician so that he can buy a house. The politician pay no interest on the loan and does not mention it when asked
Serius kayak
to
mau
give a
setelah
complete
ini
account
pesan
of
maning.
his finance. Which word used especially about politicians do people use to talk about this? Slash. Number 4. Specialist in one department of a financial institution are advising company X on a merger with another company in another department of the financial institution. Trader heard about this and buy large number of company shares. What are the quality of the expression? What should the financial institution do to prevent this? Insider dealing, insider trading, I use Chinese walls. Number 5. A company selling weapon to avoid government makes secret payment to politicians who make decision on which companies to buy arms from. What could this payment be called? For expression, what is the company and the government quality of the expression? Bribes, backhanders, kickbacks, sweeteners, corruption, slash. Thank you.
Complete this table using information from she opposite. The first row has been done for you. You might wish to refer to a dictionary. Non-crime, non-criminal. Verb, what the criminal does, he or she. Noun, thing made or done in the crime. Relate, adjective. Counterfeiting, counterfeiter, counterfeits, a counterfeit, counterfeit. Embellishment, embellisher, embellishment, embellished. Faking, faker, fakes, a fake, faked. Forgery, forger, forges, a forgery, forged. Fraud, fraudster, the frauds, a fraud, fraudulent. Money laundering, money laundered, launders money. Racketeering, racketeer, racketeers.
Thanks for watching our video. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.